Solar panel and washing machine are the subjects of our first story today on CNN 10. Here to explain why I'm Nichanan. We are happy to see you. U.S. President Donald Trump's first major trade action of the year is to impose a tariff or a tax on solar panel and washing machine that come from other countries. Why these two items? America Independent International Trade Commission found that these imports in particular had hurt American companies. They've been sold at cheaper prices than American-made products, making it hard for U.S. companies to compete. So the Trump administration is pressing a temporary tariff of 30% on imported solar panels and a tariff of 20% on large home washing machine. This will let the cost of these imports to Americans and encourage them to buy panels and machines that are made in the U.S. instead. The tax will be in place for 3 years and then be reduced after that. As a presidential candidate, Donald Trump has promised to reduce America's trade deficit. And a U.S. trade representative say the tariff make it clear that the Trump administration will defend American business. Reaction to the decision were mixed. Whirlpool, an American company that makes washing machines and other appliances, say it plans to hire 100 more people and create new manufacturing jobs. But Samsung, a company based in South Korea, say the tariff will cause people to have to pay more for washing machines. In China, where most of America's imported solar panels come from, said it was strongly opposed to the tariff and that they could cause trouble for the global trade environment. Critics say they could also hurt some solar industry jobs in America. President Trump isn't the first U.S. leader to do this. Former President Barack Obama also put tariffs on some Chinese solar imports. But they are still reportedly cheaper than American ones. The Trump administration says more trade actions like this are ahead. Today's second trivia. Which state has the lowest population density in the U.S.? Hawaii, Alaska, Montana, or Wyoming? Wyoming has the lowest population overall, but Alaska, which is by far the largest state, has the lowest population density. Just after midnight on Tuesday, the Earth crosses beneath the Gulf of Alaska. This is a Pacific body of water surrounded by Southeast Alaska. The earthquake that hit there was powerful, magnitude 7.9. The U.S. Geological Survey says only about 3 quakes that strong hit the Earth in an average year, and it was felt about 175 miles away. In the Southeast Alaska city of Koyuk, residents described the tremor as a long snow blow, and close silence sounded and classes were cancelled, so school closed so were as emergency. Southeast and major dam was reported. Still, people in Koyuk evacuated their homes and headed for high ground. The reason a tsunami warning. Earthquakes at scene don't just bring the threats of shaking. This one bat free of dangerous tsunami waves from the Gulf of Alaska to Hawaii and the west coast of the US and Canada. Some people in California were warned to avoid the coastline for 12 hours. Thankfully, the only tsunami waves actually seen were in Alaska, and they were small, less than a foot high. Meteorologists say the type of quake that occurred yesterday was the result of a side street fault when two planes move horizontally against each other. It's not believed to be as dangerous as a touch fault when a plane jolts vertically. That can produce major tsunami waves. Tsunami waves of seismic sea waves are the series of waves, not just one, that are created when there an underwater disturbance like an earthquake or a volcanic eruption. When an earthquake strikes, the erratic movement of the ocean floor can generate a tsunami. The first wave in the series occurs within 10 minutes of the earthquake or hours. Areas that are closest to the epicenter will experience the wave much sooner than areas far away. One warning sign of a tsunami is water right along the coast rapidly receding. If you see this or find yourself in a tsunami warning area, seek higher ground immediately and get as far away from the coast as you can. Make sure you stay in that safe place you need the tsunami threat.